Okay. Alright guys, sorry about that. Sorry also if I'm a little out of breath. I just ran upstairs, Mom just rang the doorbell to be let in. Forgetting what time it was because we're on daylight savings where I live. And I remembered what time it is now. A lot of you probably wondering why I'm streaming now. Well, that's why daylight savings. Whew. That's why when I say the time that the stream is on, I specify EST, DT. I'm on Eastern time, but I'm on daylight savings, so things are going to be a little wiggly for people who are not on daylight savings. Regardless, that's why we record these streams on YouTube. So anyway, if this is your first time here, hello, my name is Shiro. I'm a comic artist, and what I usually do on these streams, I talk a little bit about what happened artistically in the past week, if I had time to do anything, or some drama, but all the drama recently, all the art drama recently is the same. This artist got caught using AI. I've had it up to here. Just draw yourself, you're supposed to be an artist. So, and then after that I move on to drawing some comics. And right now I am working on the fan comic Welcome Home Nephew, which is an alternate universe where I mix the stories of Welcome Home and Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Where did I put them? I put them over here so they wouldn't get any water damage. Yesterday was the color challenge, and how applicable for the month of March, because the week that's coming, yes, it's going to be March 10, which is Mario Day, and I do have at least one. I got 2 video game, well 3 if you count this one, but I got 2 video game prompts for this time around, and one is actually Nintendo. So, and of course they're available in the Ko-fi shop. So at first, we have a very blurry Olimar with some Pikmins. If you want to see them clearly, you can just go to the shop or on my socials. I posted them yesterday. In very Game Boyish colors, we have Olimar and some Pikmin. We have a wooden horseman as a gingerbread cookie. We have Mr. DiMartino from Daria in the style of real Ghostbusters. And finally, we have Princess Kenny. And I had to draw her in like her maximum anime style because that's the cutest. Hi Ronald! Always happy to see you. So they're all available in the shop if you want any of that. If you want to get in on this artistic goodness. Freaking daylight saving. Technically I woke up at 7. I'm confused, my mom was clearly confused. Then again, it doesn't take much to confuse us. Takes practically nothing. Get used to a lot of that. There's a lot of that that's gonna happen. And in the meantime, I'm going to move this now because I have something new in the collectibles shop. I'm going to call it the collectibles shop for now because the merch shop is also where I got t-shirts and stuff like that. It would be the TeePublic Dashery. What I would call the merch shop is where I got the keychains and the standees. There we go, that's the word I was looking for. Ipso facto, let's go look so. Itak. So this is what's in the shop right now. There's more keychains. Let's go take a quick look at the keychains. Of course, since last time, we still have the Kawakapa Bowl, the Yoshi and their Eggy, Sila's Bunny Girl, the Dream Team, and Koopa Pete as keychains. The new one that I added this week is Chemical Genius at Rest Rainbow Acrylic Keychain. Now I do believe the backside preview is bugged. Because see, it shows the back here and it's still the front display. However, if you go here, you can see up here that it actually has its own back. So if we go back to the standees, because the back side of the standees preview is not bugged. The back says, "Do not disturb Genius at rest." Now, this specific image, this particular image of Chemical, I have drawn a while back to show what's going on with their hair when they're asleep, because it's kind of hard to do merch of Chemical considering their hair change color between panels. So I figured for their first merch, I would do like a rainbow acrylic thing going on, and have them asleep, so they have all the colors. Because ideally, what I would like would be like a chrome rainbow effect on their hair, but I can't do that right now. Not with this, specific service. Like it would need to be like extra. What's the word for that? Not special, but custom. There we go, custom. It would have to be extra custom, and I would need to buy at least a couple to keep at home and then mail them manually, you know. So this is easier for me. And Chemical is the first standee that has a distinct backside, but I'm thinking if I am to make an awake Chemical design, it would just be mirrored, so I can make her hair transparent with the rainbow acrylic so it changes color. Because if I try to do a front side and a back side, then the software complains because it doesn't match, and that's normal. So if I just mirror them, we would be able to have a nice awake Chemical design. But yeah, this is a new product. Chemical Genius at Rest comes as a standee or a keychain. They're pretty big. The standee is 10 centimeters, if not a little more, because it's not your typical like skinny anime girl. It's literally a cloud and some sort of turtle in it. But yeah, that's what we're going for right now. And of course, at this point, we are simply going to continue our work on Welcome Home Nephew butterflies. Hopefully, I will be able to finish it today, so I can then put it on Patreon, because I'm going to be unavailable for 3 days next week. Like literally the middle of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday is going to be a little touchy though, because that's when Smack updates. It will update on the Vine Art. The current page that we're at will become public on Patreon. I can't schedule pages on Global Comics, so if you're used to reading the comic on Global Comics, the page will update on Friday instead. But if you really want to read it, it's on Divine Arts on Patreon. Those are the places where I can schedule it. I can wait. Yeah, usually my fans are pretty nice about that. Usually people that are not fans of me, but fans of the stuff that I draw, and that's two completely different things, they're pretty mean. And they think that they can order me around. That's so cute. Like, they really take a look at this and they think, yeah, I can yell at that. That's a good idea. You would think with the way I talk about myself that if I say that I haven't had some criticism about my art in forever, you would think that I mean that every time someone tries to criticize me, I shut them down or I block them. But I've really never, in a long time, had criticism about my art. And to be fair, I don't consider just saying your art sucks is criticism. That's just trying to insult me. I mean, art is subjective. You can say that my art sucks. It's not gonna do anything to, well, first of all, to make me pay attention to you, and secondly, it's not gonna make me do what you want. I keep telling you guys, if you want me to do something specific, you have to pay me. Negging me will do nothing. Speaking of negging and trying to intimidate people smaller than you, Happy Women's Day. It may seem mean what I just said, but at the same time, power to women. Because of course, when you're female presenting on the internet, you don't get treated the same way as male presenting comic artists. I literally had a guy once try to convince me to lower my prices because he really wanted me to do the art for his comic. I mean, if you really want me, buddy, you have my prices. But it's too expensive. Well, sorry, not sorry. You know what really helps a comic artist going? Eating. Like, you guys want to know why I put little treats in my throne list? Because I can't put my grocery bill and my power bill. Those things I pay. Those things you don't see that I pay. That's why I put little treats in my drone list. Or for the most part, I've put stuff that I've needed. And honestly, I can't thank you guys enough for the stuff that I, like, really needed. Like my paper organizer that you guys can't see, but I'm touching right now. That made my life so much easier. My goodness. So there's another cart that I'm gonna want eventually to put over here to hold my mailing stuff. It's a cart with a flat surface, so I can put my markers on top of that, because right now my markers, they're balancing precariously on a Hello Kitty stool that I got like 25 years ago. Come on, wake up. Almost there. There we go. Why is it the second something is labeled industry standard, the quality dips? Like the price rises but the quality dips. Oh, sorry. I'm glad to have recommended you to Atari Age head Albert Yaruso. Oh? Did something happen? Because so far the only things I've received from through my various ways to contact me was two scam DMs on DA, one very sus email on Wix, and just now I received a sus text on my phone. Like, no hi, no boo, no nothing, can I take a minute? And I'm like, oh, I am not curious enough to figure out who you are. You can't tell me who you are right away. And it's a number that my phone doesn't recognize. You are going in the spam folder. Telus is going to get on your ass, baby. And I don't want to hear nothing from boomers that say, well, it could have been a job. Well, they could have introduced themselves. People love to say that I'm the one that's antisocial, but oh my god. I'm not antisocial. I have boundaries. They are rules that you guys want me to follow, that you guys don't follow yourselves with me. So maybe I'm not the problem. So anyway, they're in the spam folder now, and my phone company gonna take care of that. Like literally, I saw the phone number for the text, and I looked it up on Google, and even Google couldn't tell me who it was. So. If you have an opportunity for me, act like you're an opportunity. Don't depend on me to be curious enough. I don't know, I remember what I was doing with that hand. Even my own sketches are not clear enough for me. Like, at least I do plan to do some work on Smack before I leave. I don't know how much work I'll be able to do, that's the thing. Like I told Mom, we'll know when we get there. Downloaded a new auto action this morning. yet another auto action to add a line against your shading. I make it sound really simple. It's something to help you make your colors more vibrant. I'm looking forward to trying it out, because I'm just not good with rendering vibrant. Like, I can render colorful pictures, but I don't really render vibrant pictures, because I don't really quite know how to work with my colors. Like, there's supposed to be a saturated color between your shadow and your base color. Usually on skin it's like a bright orange color, and sometimes a little bit of blue. It's like, I understand the concept, but I struggle with applying it. So I'm hoping this auto action is going to help. Like, another thing I do when I struggle a little bit with shading, I will use the auto shader on CSP. And because it's still like very, very crunchy, I just kind of register the results and then I redo it by hand. I never use the auto shader and the auto colorer as is. I use the auto shader as reference, and I just don't use the auto colorer because it just never works for me. Oh, and now we have on Twitch Jimmy Chasen Watkins. Hello! Welcome to the stream. I hope you like puppets, because that's what I'm inking / filling in today. While discussing how I work on Clip Studio. Of course, I try my best to read the comments while I work. I try not to zone out. Usually when I work, after a while I zone out. And I kind of just look like... And then they got savagely assaulted by tree ads from my bots. almost forgot to color in those. I didn't even draw his pocket. Oh my goodness. Now I can quote-unquote render his overalls. The first 2 episodes were like only inked in strict black and white. And then I decided that Baby Carrots, the 3rd episode, would be in this pencil-y style. Because I'm trying to make it look a little bit like a storybook. Like if I would color this, first of all, if I would color this like correctly, it would take forever. Would take way longer. So that's why I'm doing it in black and white instead. But it's on layers, so if I want to color them eventually, I can. That's what I like about digital art. Layers. At least like this, she looks more the way I want her to look. Worried for Doi and not worried that Wally is gonna send home at her to give her depression. In this canon, the name that they use, I don't want to say his name is, the name that they use is Doi. Because I'll say what I usually say when I do fan art. I am not in charge of the canon. I'm gonna put his fingers like that because I'm looking at the previous page and I got the wrong hand on top. Here I guess I'm kind of venting several somethings. Always, when I'm talking about my childhood bullying, always assume it's plural. That happened when I was a kid, that I was bullied so bad that after a while I was hypersensitive, and anytime that something bad would happen to me, I would have a meltdown. I wasn't even hurt, it's just at that point I was overstimulated. Of course, in the 80s, overstimulated. The concept of overstimulation does not exist. In the 80s, in a Catholic school, pretending to be a public school, overstimulation actually means that the kid is being difficult on purpose, just to aggravate the teachers. So yeah, whenever I see somebody my age going, it was so much better in the 80s, speak for yourself, it was great at home, and it was shit everywhere else. Let's make her dress poofier because she's kneeling. I really gotta repair the chat on Jesus. Thank you, Annan. It's been a while since somebody It's been a while since somebody contributed to the current throne goal on stream. So I was kind of out of the habit of hearing that sound. Thank you, Anne. Jesus, take the wheel. Okay, that cash register sound that I programmed. A little loud. See how popular I am? Somebody's trying to help me and I'm like, ah! What is this? Good afternoon, Shiro. Hi, Paul. Tu fais couler mon bat mascara. Give me a second. That was so funny. Are these scented? I think these are scented. Didn't even notice if we had bought scented Kleenex. At least the scent is gentle. Unlike my reaction to things. But you see, that makes for good TV. I don't know if Bono is coming, but I'd like to see him try drawing Kurai from Angel Sanctuary eating gumbo. Somebody's on a gumbo fix this week. I don't know if Bono would draw outside of the Nintendo property. Then again, I'm not in his head, so I'm not gonna dictate what he feels like drawing or not. If anybody feels like also doing color challenges like I do, like, feel free. I share the colors. Like, Olo Markers used to do that challenge forever. Like, they changed brands 3 times. At first they were Copic Universe. They were the official distributor of the Copic markers. And then there were Marker Universe, where they would sell all kind of markers except Copic because they lost the license. And then they had a Kickstarter where they made their own markers, and now they're Olo colors. And I did their color challenge through all that time. And then January last year, they decided they weren't doing the challenge anymore, and I keep doing it. You guys seems to like it. But once a month is enough. Speaking of the color challenge, reminder that the cards for the color challenge that I did yesterday are in the shop. They're in the Ko-fi shop. Link in my link tree and stuff like that. It pops up once in a while in the chat too, because I have several bots programmed to shill my shit. I have also soft opened my my CG goods store. I talked about it a little bit at the beginning of the stream. Now there's a chemical genius at rest standee and keychain. They're each in the in and around 10 centimeters big. So that's a pretty big keychain. And it's the one design so far in the store that has a back design, and in the back it's just more of Betsy the Cloud with a sign that says Genius at Rest. Do not disturb Genius at Rest. And again, a reminder to like and subscribe. And that I will be unavailable at the time of recording this stream. I will be unavailable for 3 days this week. Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I am accompanying my mom out of town for a surgery. She is fine. It's for her eye. That's why I'm hoping that I finish this comic today. And I am hoping against hope that I might have time to do the next Smack page. If I work really fast. In time, at least for the Patreon. Hi Shiro, sorry I'm late, a bit thrown off by daylight saving times. You're not the only one, and hello Cartoon Cat Girl. So far what you missed, I talked a bit about the new product on my ACG goods store. Everything is linked in my link tree, so there's no problem there. There's literally a shop tab if you want to see what I have for sale. I added a new chemical, standee, and keychain design. I had a heart attack on stream because I forgot the sound for when somebody donates to my throne goal. So that was hilarious. And of course there are new sketch cards in my Ko-fi shop. Besides, it's okay to be late. The only one working here is me, so everybody else can come and go as they please. Like and subscribe. The next few pages should be rather easy to render, seeing as it's just clouds. I like to imagine that Julie's dress is super comfortable and poofy. I mean, technically, I woke up at 7. Alarm set 8. Tachycardian rhythm says it's 7 o'clock. What are you doing? Ooh, chemical standee? Indeed! The design is called Genius at Rest. It has a front and a back. So I'm pretty sure I didn't close the page. Chemical with a chromatic disco hair. There she is. They're a they, them, but you can say she, her at times. They don't care. I mean, they call everybody that they work for Mr. Name Sir, and Princess Peach is not a Mr. Sir. So, there you go. Do not disturb Genius at Rest. And of course, they got their Luigi slippers. The size is more or less 10 centimeters, 3.94 inches. And they also come as a keychain. Now, the preview is a little bugged because they say that the back looks the same, but they do have the same back design as the standee, so here's hoping it's just a preview that's bugged, because I checked several times. And while we're here are the other ones, the Kawakapa Bowl keychain. We have Koopa Pete. And we have Yoshi and their Eggy. I took my time to pick the key clips to match as best as possible with their respective character. Like the Kawakapa Bowl's key ring is very simple, but come on. Okay, it doesn't feel like loading right now, but still, it's purple. Someone cute. Thank you. It is Waluigi purple, because the Kawakapa Bowl was made by Waluigi. And of course, I love Koopa Pete. If anybody's curious to see if there's going to be Carnivale Koopa Pete as we see him in the final page of No Rest from the Wicked, there will be. I just need to design it. course, I do want to do more original characters too. There's probably going to be a Silaz standee, but like a more regular standee, like actual proportions and not chibi proportions. There is definitely going to be a Riza standee. I've had an idea for a Riza standee like for years. I just need to design it. And I know it's going to look super cool. I just need to design it. Right now I only have keychains and standees in the shop. I can have stickers if I want cards, prints, notebooks maybe, if that's something you guys are interested in. They're print on demand, that's why I can get these done. Because it's literally the only way I can afford it. There! Aw, me. Sorry, I meant so cute. Dumb autocorrect. Yeah, I got autocorrect off on my phone. I still got the little red squiggly, but it doesn't correct for me because I type too fast. And sometimes the weird shit that comes out of my keyboard. I know I'm waiting for a special type of lenticular card to be available for my shop. And I think you guys know what I want to use it for. I just don't want to spoil too much. At the same time, trying to tell you guys cool stuff that might happen. Eventually, I would like to order at least one of their notebooks to see the quality of the paper, because I would like to design some sketchbooks. Like, something I would really like to do is make a custom cover for the Ohuhu no bleed, well, yeah, no bleed, bleed proof sketchbook. I would feel it would be on brand because, of course, there's some artists, there's some professional artists out there that do not like the Ohuhu bleed proof sketchbook because it's not professional grade. And like professional bleed proof paper have like a metal in the layers of the paper, and the Ohuhu one has cardboard, and that's why it costs less. And if you want to sell your art, you don't want that kind of paper because it's not light fast and stuff like that. And I'm like, yes, that is the point. It's entry level. With a bleed-proof sketchbook, you're less afraid of trying out your more heavy-handed materials like markers to sketch. Like if I want to sell something, I'm gonna take something out of my good and expensive paper block. But if I just want to sketch and experiment, then the Ohuhu bleed proof is perfect, you know? And I'm the type of artist that really likes, like, I'm not really one to force someone to do something, but I really like to push art. Especially on people that start. Because kids have absolutely no issue starting art. Like, they see paper, they see crayons, like, automatically, like, right on that. But beginners in art that hesitate to try stuff in case they ruin their art. First of all, yeah, of course you're going to ruin your art. That's the whole point, really. That's what's going to happen, and you should be happy about that because you're at least starting. An effort is being made, and I'm proud of you for that. So if I could design some art supplies of my art on it to try to encourage beginners, you know? Because I'm definitely not popular enough to be the type of artist that makes a special set that's like $100+ because my name is on it. But I would like to be one that encourages art. Actual art. Ronald is saying one idea for a fake twisted metal tree ending would have involved Kyrie from Angel Sanctuary wishing to be your old self prior to killing Sarah Mudo to Calypso, only for Calypso to twist it as usual. Well, why don't you write that down? Put it on AO3. And Cartoon Cat Girl is saying it's a relief with all the AI crap out here. Yeah. Because lately, all the art drama lately is literally this artist got caught using AI, this artist got caught using AI, this artist got caught using AI. There's not even creativity in the drama anymore because it's all the same thing. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Mom just burst out laughing. She didn't hear me, but great timing. Yeah, really. It was a little creative with that one that was tracing AI art. And like they were on their iPad and filming themselves on their iPad, but when they went to the color picker, to the palette and stuff like that, green was completely gone, so they were green screening, like the sketch, which was the AI art they were tracing off, wasn't green, so they green screen the art. So on video there was no AI art to be seen, but in real life, by realizing that there was no green in the palette, that they green screen in real life, there was a green AI art on the screen. Like, if you're going to put that much effort in cheating, just draw the goddamn thing yourself. So close to getting it. Anyway, you guys want to see me salty? I hold a grudge, okay? I'm a terrible person. I hold a grudge. I'm stubborn. It's like the Butch Hartman art technique. Don't get me started on Butch Hartman. He's not even good at tracing. Oh, I'm going to jail. If he finds this clip on this video, I'm going to jail. Like, if you want good Fairly Odd Parents art, you go to Steven Silver. Because there's something just so unsettling with Butch Hartman's art. Oh, God. I don't know, like, he uses new markers and they always feel dry. How does he do that? Oh, I'm gonna get doxxed by a Butch Hartman fanboy. Good point. Bro's a straight up. I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna go to jail. I'm gonna get doxxed by a fanboy and I'm gonna go to jail. I mean, it's the same thing for Ren and Stimpy, honestly. You want good Ren and Stimpy, you go to Bob Camp. Because, like, Ren and Stimpy without Bob Camp, you get adult party cartoon. And that is just unsettling, okay? Surprised the guy still has fanboys. Well, you know. Fans will fan. I mean, I'm surprised somebody else that we will not name. She who must not be named still has fans. At least John Kay can still draw well, unlike Frank Miller or John Byrne. Yeah, the problem with John K is not his art. It's everything else. It's the fact that he abused girls. Okay? See, that's the problem with John K. It's the fact that he's a... Okay. That's the problem with John K. At least, knock on wood, talk. Butch Hartman didn't do anything. But John K is a slime. Still an abusive mental case, however. There you go. See, that's how bad AI drama has gotten, and then even AI drama is all the same thing, because now we just talked about classic drama. And it is freaking tiresome that I had to semi-censor what I just said. Like, just lip say it instead of actually saying it out loud, because this is going on YouTube and on Twitch, and the advertisers don't like certain words. Well, maybe don't support the people that are those certain words. How about that? Don't like talking about certain topics? Well, then stop causing certain topics. Stop financing people that do those certain topics. A list that also includes Martin Rosen for firing John Hubley during the production of Watership Down, and Pat Sullivan. Oh, here's a recent one, actually. The Odd One Out. If I put the S in the right place, fired their entire animation team recently. Found that out where else but the questionable social media. And the creator of Courage, who we thought was hacked, now it's more and more certain that he's currently shilling a Courage Bitcoin using AI image renditions. Why can't we have nice things? Say what? Yeah, 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 yeah. Isn't that fun? Like, at first we thought it was a situation like, what's her name again? You know, the little Asian girl that's in love with a little ninja, but the ninja doesn't like her, and he keeps running away from her. Pucca, there we go, Pucca. Pucca. For a while, like, the Twitter of Pucca was pushing a Pucca Bitcoin, and pushing and pushing and pushing, and it was a case of half being hacked, half the person that was pushing the Bitcoin actually had rights to Pucca. Not all the rights, but had rights to Pucca. Not the creator, but had rights to Pucca. So it was semi-legal, but not completely illegal, and it was a big fight. But no, in this case, the creator of Courage, so far from the information we do have, is actually shilling a Bitcoin with AI art. And like very obvious AI art. Like low quality, I'm using a cheaply made free AI image generator. To think all I want for myself is to design some covers for sketchbooks for beginner artists. And then you have beloved creators and artists pulling these kind of stunts. Same with the creator of Earthworm Jim, Doug Tenapel. Oh my god, that's even worse. Because on top of doing that, he's a dick. You guys, if I ever start acting like that and acting better than you guys, I mean, outside of my usual joking self, like I sound serious when I start acting superior and I start being bigoted. See, I struggle with the word, with how bigoted I'm not. And the biggest hint, if I start shilling a Bitcoin, call somebody. The police, an ambulance, the people with the long pajama sleeves. Something's not right, okay? Like, I will do a lot of weird shit for money, but I draw the line. You gotta draw the line somewhere, and that's where I draw mine. Like, I will draw you're not safe for work as long as it's legal. Just be honest about it, that it's not safe for work. Okay? We're both adults. But I draw the freaking line at trying to scam my fans. Okay? Okay. I don't know if I'll finish it on time. Or I could push the ending of the stream a little bit until we finish it. That's up to you guys, what you feel. If I have to make the stream a little longer, if you would like that. Like just enough to finish this comic. So it'll be ready for Friday. And of course, it will be posted early on Patreon. Yeah, we were talking about problematic creators earlier. I know I told you guys this before, but I'll repeat again for the new people. Kyle A. Carosa, the creator of Mighty Magiswords. I got yelled at by him once, so that's my lame claim to fame. I got yelled at once by Kyle A. Carosa. And I'm pretty sure it's still up, too. On DeviantArt. Where else? So basically what had happened is I had drawn a parody of Mario and Luigi. But it was me, Davis. I'm down either way. Okay. But it was me, Davis, and... Man, I haven't talked to this guy for such a long time. I forgot his first name. Anyway, two of my writers. And... Jason. There we go. Jason Grunnert. I think it was just me and Davis on that one. But I do know that on another one, I made one with me, Davis, and Jason. But I think it was just me and Davis on that specific one. And he commented... that I should credit the original art that I took reference from. And I said, I thought it was, heard the guy's a creep. Yeah, I'm gonna get there. Haven't heard this story before. And what I said was, like, I'm paraphrasing because I'm not gonna go in my archive to go and look at it to get the exact phrasing, but I said, well, I thought it was obvious enough that it was Mario and Luigi, but you're right. I am going to change it. And he lost his shit. Like, full on, that's what's wrong with artists. And I was like, I am agreeing with you. Why are you mad? Like, if this was a chat, it would have been, why are we yelling? Like, something about it being entitled, I think, and I was like, literally what I said was, I thought it was obvious enough, but you're right, I will change it. And after that, he went on to make Mighty Magiswords, and after that, he went on to be caught having cheese pizza on his computer. I mean, dude was a fan of John K, obviously, considering his art style. So, you don't have to do everything John K does. Especially when it harms people. Yeah, that's my lame claim to fame. I got yelled at once by Kylie Carosa. That's like being proud that a famous actor that you admire, like, threw their coffee at you, you know? Because that means at least you had an interaction. I will never wash my hair again. And then it turned out that he was a creep. Way too many art stories end with turns out he was a creep. So here's your lesson of the day. Don't be a creep. Apparently that's too much to ask of a lot of people. Never thought of it like that, lol. The way I see it, I'm like, yeah, you yelled at me, yeah, and now you're in prison. That's something I'm, like, really afraid of. That one day that I think myself, like, better than other people, and then I start acting weird. Than I already do. And I start hurting people. Like, I try to keep myself in check. That's probably why I got high blood pressure now. It's like that contest that I won that I didn't really understand how I won over, like, this really beautiful Aristocat style art. Like, I didn't feel superior. I was just happy that I won. I don't win contests often, so when I do, I'm, like, super thankful. And like, the only time I'm really mad about contests is when they say contest is open in the States and in Canada except Quebec. We don't have that lottery law anymore. You can open contests in Quebec now. And of course, when there's an art contest and they say no AI and somebody that uses AI wins, and then the contest organizer don't say anything about it, they don't cancel the win. Todd McFarlane. that I don't like that. But getting mad at other people that win the contest and it's not me, no. No. If they won, they freaking deserve it. Except if they use AI. But if they don't use AI, if they won, they deserve it. That's the way I see it. People looked at the art and they say we like that art the best. Well, there you go. Same, I also rarely enter contests because I rarely win. Oh, I try anyway. It's not like I feel bad if I don't win. Like, I find out I don't win and I'm like, oh well. Like, I'm both someone who holds a grudge, but if I don't see a reason to hold a grudge, I move on, like, right away. Like, why would I hold a grudge on somebody who never heard of me, has nothing to do with me, and went into the contest with the same mindset as me? Let's try to win, you know? I don't see the point. And then somebody else got jealous for the person that was in second place. And this is all speculation, because the person that got mad at me blocked me after telling me that my art sucks, so... Because the actual artist never got mad as far as I know. Personally, I think I won on nostalgia and how many reference I crammed into that drawing. But if the judging was done only on the results, I would have been okay with second place if the first place was that Aristocats spoof art, because it was really gorgeous. Also, art-wise, I believe that here in Canada, we brought AI image generation regulations to the High Court, and they decided for the artists. And I think it's in the United States that they recently settled that AI art couldn't be copyrighted. So that's a yay for us. course, wouldn't surprise me if someone complains, what about photographs? Well, that's because they're really good at it. And there's actually a human, like, doing the, like, the detailing and the adjustments and decides where to take the picture and stuff like that. Yeah, there's a human in AI art. Yeah, that's all you do. You fill up a spreadsheet, basically. We only have 3 panels left. I'm gonna... Let's hydrate a little bit. So at least some progress is happening on that front. Legally. Thanks for today's show, Shiro. It's been fun. Your comic looks awesome. Thank you. If I had my way, I'd make it Gen AI illegal. Yeah. People would still find ways to do it. Like, I'm sure there is a way to use it legally. But nobody is interested in that. Like, don't get me started on Adobe. If there's someone that is head over heels in love with Gen AI, it's Adobe. Industry standards again! Me whenever I hear industry standards. Oh my god, you lose me. Usually whenever I hear industry standards, that's when I know I'm going to get scammed. Professionally. Like back when I was making and selling clay charms, I had a company, quote unquote, contact me and ask me if I could do some charms for free to put in a gift basket for a fashion show. And the gift basket would go to models and stuff like that. And I was like, well, I could use the views. Like, I was willing to do something stupid for free if it would get me some exposure. So you can tell this is a very old story. And they said 120 and I'm like, no, I'm out. I'm completely out. I can't do it. I do these by hand. There's no mold, no nothing. I can't do it in the timeline you're giving me in 2 weeks. I can't do it. Like, it was a firm no. I wasn't hemming and hawing. Well, maybe if I try to work fast. It was a no. And then they came back, well, I talked to my boss and they'll allow me to bring it down to 80. And I said, no, you don't understand. I said no. I cannot. It's not that I will not, is I cannot. It is impossible with that timeline. I am sorry, I cannot help you. And then they got mad at me. Of course, story of my life. I got yelled at. Saying that I was unprofessional for saying no, because, oh my gosh, how dare I? Boundaries, that's not professional. I'm supposed to bend over and take it, no loop. And said that they were going to take pictures of the fashion show that I was going to miss just because I said no, and I'm like, I was going to miss it anyway, even if I could make the charms, I can't go. At no point did you ever said that you were going to pay for me to travel to that fashion show. I'm going to miss it anyway. And as far as professionals go, I'm not the one having a little, I quote, I'm not the one having a little baby hissy fit for being told no. So don't be afraid to say no, folks. If they're having a hissy fit, you don't want to work with them. Filling. Last thing you need to work with is toddlers. Oh, Lord. Actual toddlers? Excusable. Grown-ass toddlers older than me? Like, at the time older than me. Now I'm the age these people probably are, and... Nope. No. And to think, I'm the one that's supposed to be immature. Like, I'm neurodivergent. I am here in a Mickey Mouse pajamas, in a snowflake house coat. I have a Sailor Moon pattern on my drawing glove. When I'm done here and I post this, I'm gonna go play video games. I'm 43. I'm neurodivergent, and I am more mature than these people. When the neurodivergent with plushies on their bed and a collection of Sailor Moon dolls on their shelf is judging you, reevaluate your life. I got ADHD. I may have a touch of autism, and I'm the one that's supposed to have trouble communicating with others, and other people like get mad like right away at me. Like, maybe I'm not the one with a communication issue here. Maybe you should learn to take no as an answer. Maybe you should not try to screw over people. How about that? So anybody that's shy or not really confident listening to this right now, put your foot down. Set boundaries, especially with strangers. What's the worst that's gonna happen? I used to have this coworker who kept shouting, "Woo!" and "Come on" all the time. He'd also show videos of people using the toilet and burping my face. The woo and come on, you know what? That's okay, I enjoy the enthusiasm. Burp in my face, you're losing at least one tooth. The only person that's allowed to burp in my face is like 19 pounds. She's white, she's fuzzy. She barks a lot. When you grew up with toxic parents, you learn that it is best to keep quiet. Yeah, my parents, not toxic. The adults at school, so yeah, I can relate. But we're adults now. And I am like past the point of caring that somebody gets mad at me. Because I've had so many people get mad at me for the stupidest reasons, especially things I can't control. I'm like, fine. Get mad at me. You're gonna get mad at me anyway, so get it out of your system and then come back when you feel like being an adult. is the fact that there is no element of surprise when somebody lose their shit at me at this point. You're being disrespectful. Yeah, okay. I mean, you started first. It's cute. It's super cute how Ronald thought I didn't know the experience of growing up with toxic adults. It's adorable. You're sweet. Learned that from being around my stepdad. Same here. I mean, most of it is online. Confronting people in real life, I am expecting a fist fight. I always expect the worst when people get mad at me in real life. Because they see me and they think that I'm going to be easy to subdue. So I'm always ready for a fist fight. If it comes to that, I may lose. It's very likely that I'll lose, but I'm not going down easy. I went down too easy when I was a kid, but I'm 43 now, I don't care. Somebody's gonna call the cops. Call an ambulance, but not for me. I will fight, and I will fight dirty. Two more, we're almost done. I meant keeping quiet. Yeah, I don't keep quiet anymore. The closest I get nowadays to keeping quiet is when I look at the message that I receive and I'm like, nope, not dealing with that. Delete, block. You will not have an effect on my mental health today. Be gone, sir. Magie. Whoop, sorry about that. Thanks for the bonus time. Yeah, I figured at least get something done on time for the Patreons, and you guys get to enjoy me a little bit longer. Because I genuinely don't know if I'll have time to do the smack page on time, because usually the smack page takes me about 2 days to make. Maybe if I'm lucky and Gabe is not busy on Monday to give the feedback, I might be able to get the next smack page done in 1 day. I don't know. But at least with this done, you guys will you Patreon guys will have something to look at and look forward to be public this week. At least you'll have something, you know? I know that hours-long live stream when you're not playing a game is not super interesting for a lot of people, but I gotta get this shit done. And stream and stuff like that is a way that I found that keeps me focused on the task at hand. Because I'm not paid for this. Fan comics, I do them out of my own volition like this. Well, except Smack, but Smack I get paid. And sometimes I'd rather be doing literally anything else. So thank you guys for paying attention, and as it forces me to pay attention. Also, let's thank Streamlabs for not crashing and burning. Good job, Streamlabs. Last panel! Yay, last panel. That's gonna make the fans panic a little bit. Is there a deeper meaning to your work, Shiro? 99% of the time, no. This is one of those times. I really just want to make people panic. That something's gonna happen to Doi, to Yellow Guy. Whew. Oh, and stretch. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, and we're done for today. We did it. And it took another 30 minutes. But we're done. All I have left to do is just smack my my link tree on all of these. And then post them on... schedule them on DeviantArt and post them on Patreon for early access. And now... the part everybody's been waiting for, at least the ones that are on, that support me. The extra come on. Bah! The extra special caramel drizzle rainbow sprinkle chocolate syrup, thanks to Ember B, Paul K, Miss Innoviz, Bad at Multiplayers, Matthew H, Blossis, Laura S, Jeff B, Artsy Tanuk, and Mario 369. And part-time supporters, Super Dude at 808 and Rocket Master, continued or part-time support is always appreciated. Next live stream is going to be next Sunday. Give me a date. Give me a date. Break me up a piece of that Kit Kat bar. March 15. Congratulations. Thank you, Cartoon Cat Girl. Next live stream, as I was saying, is going to be... we are the 8th. So yeah, it's going to be the 15th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. That's my time, not your time. Maybe your time. I don't know you. I don't know your life. Hope you guys had fun watching me draw this with the bonus time. I had a lot of fun drawing it, and I'll see you guys next week. I love you all. And bye-bye.